It is a question that you need to ask first. Who planted Fulani in the northern part of the country? It's a question. Hausas are the indigenous people there. Who planted Fulani there? Who planted the likes of Shettima in the north? No, I'm giving you instances. Who planted Fulani in the north? And more. That's against the free world. That are against Biafra. Either by omission or commission. Let them continue to look the other way as if Nigeria is not qualified. The British government, as I'm talking to you, is expecting Nigeria to disintegrate. That's his personal opinion. He cannot tell me that the vice president will go to, we had world leaders and diplomats, renowned, celebrities, hyper-minded people that control the world. That is where you see hyper-intelligence, hyper-politics, sophisticated human beings. That's where you see them. You find them in United Nations Security Council. You find them in United Nations Assembly. You find them in United Nations. That's where you see some level of sophistication in terms of human contribution to control and be able to hold the world in peace. And anything apart from that becomes a threat to humanity. So you cannot tell me that the vice president will kuchasherike here in Nigeria and walk to the United Nations Assembly without being prepared or without being told what to do. It is not possible. It has always been a deliberate thing that nothing that concerns them anywhere in the Middle East, let it happen. You see them protesting in the north. Have you seen an Igbo man protesting even when Israel were being bombed, when Israel were being attacked? But why is it that anytime Israel wants to defend themselves in Israel, the northerners started making so much noise, protesting, start threatening Igbo properties in the north? So it tells you a lot of things. It tells you what the likes of Shettima represents. It tells you what the northerners represent. It tells you the position of the northerners in the issue of the Igbo nation. It tells you what Biafra stands for. It tells you what West Africa are planning. It tells you what the AU are planning. And it tells you also the rise of the only black Jewish nation in Africa, the Biafra. That's just it. So Shettima actually went there prepared to do a damage control. Yes, I put it that way just to, maybe assist him if he's psychologically down. Damage control. Look at that perspective. And look at the perspective of the indigenous people. What is the connection? What is the synergy? Who planted Palestinians in Israeli land? It is a question that you need to ask first. Who planted Fulani in the northern part of the country? It's a question. Hausas are the indigenous people there. Who planted Fulani there? Who planted the likes of Shettima in the north? No, I'm giving you instances. Who planted Fulani in the north? Will you come out and tell us that the Fulanis are the indigenous people of the north? What are we talking about? Who planted Palestine in Israeli land? And you went there, you know that the Biafrans are the indigenous people of their own land. According to United Nations Charter and Act, you said they should be deprived. That is the way they behave, as if they don't know the truth. And when they pretend to don't know the truth, Israel is teaching them now the truth. They can call for whatever ceasefire. Israel should not listen to them. They should, at least for once and for all, be taught a lesson of their life. People we have been seen celebrating a festival, all of a sudden, over 20,000 armed men invaded the nation of Israel, kidnapped, raped, destroyed women, children, old men, old women, killed, kidnapped, buried, butchered. Hey, you're a Jew, you're not afraid. It's time to teach you a lesson. Unfortunately, Hezbollah leader has gone to the grave. and more that's against the free world, that are against Biafra, either by omission or commission. Let them continue to look the other way as if Nigeria is not qualified. The British government, as I'm talking to you, is expecting Nigeria to disintegrate. We are building it. Capacity will come. We'll continue. Let them go to United Nations and say whatever they want to do. Let them organize what they call Northern League, Northern Democratic League. League of Northern Democrats. That's what they want to come up with. Whatever they come up, whatever regionalism, whatever thing. These are the things that was presented to the Northerners by Ojukwu. Let us go into confederation. They rejected it. The Yorubas rejected it. The Northerners rejected it. It led to the war. Today, they are trying to come back to the back door to implement the Aburi Accord. They are trying to come through the back door to do the same thing. Ojukwu said is the only solution to Nigeria. Israel has given Iran, Lebanon, Syria, named them Palestinian options of peace. They rejected it. The Biafrans today are rejecting Nigeria and its policies. Restructuring. Go and restructure yourself. Regionalism. Regionalize yourself. We are talking about total liberation, total freedom. Because when they were presenting options of restructuring and restoration, you people jettisoned it. You never see it as anything. You saw it. When you come to Igbo man to become president, you denied Igbo man presidency. They gang up, according to the national chairman of APC, Gaduje Abdullahi. He said that the gang up is deliberate. It's an insult to every Igbo man. It's an insult to the sensibility of the Prince of Africa. It's an insult to the only black Jewish nation in Africa. It's an insult. What can they do in Nigeria that Igbo man cannot do? The Yorubas and the Northerners have been ruling this country for over 50 years. What has happened? What has transformed? What has changed in Nigeria? Bro, listen, Shettima did it. The Israeli has taken note. But Israel is not going to invade Nigeria until they will lead themselves to the gallows.
Do you not think they can ban Nigerians or
Israel does not behave like that. It took Israel 40 decades to start doing what they are doing today. Of patience. It took Israel 40 decades of patience. Soliciting, begging the world to intervene to stop Iran. But the United Nations look the other way around. Today, Israel has risen and they are saying no to ceasefire. No to anything that's against freedom. Biafra is for freedom. Biafra does not cut anybody's hand. Biafra represents humanity. Biafra is this transformation of what the black man needs. The black man needs liberation. The black man needs sovereignty. The black man needs to be a free thinker and not subjecting people to uncertainty. And you call that leadership, the type of leadership we have in Nigeria. Imagine Nigeria without an Igbo man. We imagine this country with that Igbo. We stay on the sun 24 hours. When the day AC, they collect AC. The Igbo, they stay for sun. When they stay for sun for 7 years, stay under the sun for 7 years. Stay now, come out and stay. Try it. For 7 years, stay under the sun. The Israelis, the Jews brought glory to the world, transformed the world through science and technology. The world is advancing to AI. The world is advancing to another era of existence, of humanity. Una there say una be terrorists and una own to wake up to the slaughter people. They don't set Israel to now for now. The way we set up Nnamdi Kanu for Nigeria. They don't set Israel for now. That's the way we set up Nnamdi Kanu. Because we can no longer take it. Israel can no longer take it as a nation. Biafrans can no longer take it in Nigeria. That is why you are saying Nnamdi Kanu. Telling even Nigerian court that have forgotten that there was a Supreme Court judgment that said, what am I doing here? The same thing they are trying to do to Israel is the same thing they are trying to do to Nnamdi Kanu. That's why you see Shettima going there and say, give them, people will not get land, give them land. That's why Buhari brought Ruga. Give people will not get land, Ruga. Pa Ayo Adebanjo, God bless you, sir. Gani Adams, God bless you. Those who stood up against Ruga under Buhari's administration, God bless you. It was a colonizational attempt that was fractured. It was an attempt to drive a conquest policy, and it was rejected. Those who does not understand that the fanatical system of the northern culture has already been embraced by the Arab Yorubas. And the resistance will start and it will commence. They don't see what is coming, they are following you. Israel took step of every movement you make, every step you take towards a particular thing. Israel document it, interpret it. Where do we have free thinkers? Why do people reason? You don't sit down in the office, you don't reason. But reasoning brought Coca-Cola, reasoning brought bottled water, reasoning brought this phone, reasoning brought this glass. Necessity is the mother of invention. Nigerian leaders is only interested in crude oil and looting. We are not talking of simple invention. We are not industrious. We are not innovative. And you want Igbos to be part of this kangaroo system. God forbid. Benjamin Netanyahu, a United Nations address yesterday was a blistering one. Look at it. The way you choose, Israel is choosing freedom. He made it very clear. Israel will choose freedom. Will align with nations that want to see to the survival of humanity. Those who want terrorism, whatever, they should stay on their own and go on their way and stay on their own and do their terrorism. It's as simple as that. Those who want to advance humanity should stay on their own. As simple as that. Nigeria should stay on their own. Biafra should stay on their own. Thank you and God bless you.
How that state is going to. Because a day is coming, Igbokwe, your children and your children's children will like to have something in common with the Biafran people, the Igbos. Whereby when we start to deny them, they will say their ancestor and their ancestors is from the east and they are being denied. Igbokwe, why are you doing yourself this harm? Igbokwe, why are you denying your children unborn and children's to come? Why are you denying them their origin and the origin of their belongings?
Than the Igbos, but his house was burnt. Do you think that's good? Do you think it's good for the Biafrans to have burnt his house? Was that a nice move?
God bless you, my brother. I remain my humble self, Evangelist Benjamin Johnson Ezesinachi, the only Biafran man who believes in the truth and are ready to speak the truth, irrespective of anything. Now, listen and listen good. Mr. Igbokwe, or what is your name? The APC chieftain, the bribe collector. You have collected bribe and decided to sell your people. But remember that it will not last forever. You said that your house is being burnt. Were you there when your house was burned by the Biafrans? Were you there? What evidence did you have to defend that? You say you do not believe in a small country or a small nation or community, that a state in Nigeria, one particular state in Nigeria is bigger than a whole Biafra. That means, in other words, that they are not qualified to stand as a nation of their own. For your information, how many population was Cheche? How many population are there in Cheche? Even as I'm talking to you, if there are many now, I will tell you, and I bet you they are no more than 2 million in population. As Cheche, as at the time of their freedom, there were just 250,000 in population. So, and the Biafra, the eastern land, is more than that number. And for your information, there is something I want to advise you. For this your mouth that you are running anyhow, that one day, that nation that you are rejecting, you will be glad and wish to have a passport to travel to that nation. Because based on what you have said and your actions, I want to inform you that when this finally stand, you will not be needed. And let me tell you something that you don't know. If you believe that you are free today, that you don't have any destiny today, that your people are being marginalized and you are supporting the enemies of your people, by the time your people will go and stand on their own and leave you, remember, what goes around comes around. It might be your turn and nobody will help you. Now, for your information again, in case you don't know, remember, even in the Bible says we should not despise the little beginning. Are you getting it? A drop of an ocean started from a drop of water. Are you getting it? From a drop of water, it will grow up and become a what? An ocean. So it doesn't matter the population currently, but it matters where that population or that state is going to. Because a day is coming, Igbokwe, your children and your children's children will like to have something in common with the Biafran people, the Igbos. Whereby when we start to deny them, they will say their ancestor and their ancestors is from the east and they are being denied. Igbokwe, why are you doing yourself this harm? Igbokwe, why are you denying your children unborn and children's to come? Why are you denying them their origin and the origin of their belongings? Why are you denying them what they stand to benefit? Why are you standing against the truth? Why are you standing against the rising sun? And for your information, you are saying they are not qualified and they don't suppose. And I want to inform you today that Shettima have made it clear that they are qualified, even before the world leaders in United Nations, by saying that a nation, every people, indigenous people have a right to protest and fight for their freedom, which we stand to fight today. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the custody of Nigerian DSS, fighting for the same thing that he, Mr. President, representative of Nigeria in United Nations, said that every indigenous persons have right to fight for their freedom. So, and Igbokwe, because of the small thing that the APC give to you, the small office and the small change that they give to you, because you are a dark, you like darkness, and you love darkness, and you embrace darkness, and you will remain in darkness, and you end up in darkness. A day is coming, Igbokwe. A day is coming. A day is coming whereby you will choose light. You will like to come to the light, and that light will not welcome you, because you first of all acknowledge darkness in your life and you welcome it in your generation, and which is Nigeria. Go and check the meaning of Nigeria. You said you will not like to associate with what? With the light that you, because the population is small. Time is coming, you will need that light, and the light will do what? Will reject you. The Bible says that the light shineth and darkness comprehend it not. Nigeria cannot stop Biafra. And it is obvious now that everybody, including the federal government, have seen it worldwide. Everybody, both Israel as it is now, have made it known. The world have made it known based on what Shettima has said now. Everything has been cleared, that they can no longer hinder light again from shining. The rising sun, Biafra, here we come. Igbokwe, sorry and sorry. If you die, they will bury you in Lagos. If you die, everything about you must end in Nigeria. Don't think of home, because you are not welcome and you can never be welcome. You cannot eat your cake and still expect to have it. It's not possible. Biafran land is a land that is going to be sanitized, purified, justified, and sanctified. We don't need corruption. We don't need terrorism. We don't need darkness. Everybody have freedom with a pure heart, with a one mind, not dubious like you, not people like you that will see your brother, you say your brother because of money. Betrayer, that is what you are. You are not welcome and you can never be welcome. Your generation, even the ones unborn, are under curse. And that curse is caused by you. And remember, let me use the Bible here to tell you what I'm pointing at. In the book of Esther, the Bible says, and Mordecai, the great man, to the king of Ahasuerus, who wrote a letter to Queen Esther, and said unto her, look at the Haman atrocity, what he prepared and what he has planned against the Jewish that is in that land. The plans of the enemy, you Igbokwe, supporting the enemy and their evil atrocities in the Igbo land. You are supporting them. Now he said, Mordecai said to Esther, do not say that you are a queen, because you are a queen, that you have escaped. That after these people succeeded in killing and destroying your people, one day they will come to you. It will be your turn. So Igbokwe, take this as a lesson word, that after you betray the people, and at the end of the day, one day is coming, the same people you join hand to destroy your people will still come after you. And whereby they come after you and you don't have backup, sorry will be your name and your generation, even the ones to come.